So wait, okay. The mom said the dad and her brother left? Is that what she said?
No, she said the brother and the baby.
The brother and the baby.
The baby being Mai.
The baby being Mai, but the brother being who?
Takashi.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to piece our boyfriend into this whole thing, because he's definitely involved.
I don't feel like he's that involved.
I feel like he's involved.
That
Why
would
would
be
she
dug
want to?
too far.
Why would she want to kill him?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I feel like maybe he just dug into it too far.
Maybe.
And the mask is like, nah. But how long has it been, I wonder? A man in a sewer, a girl with red hair, and a detective chasing them both. No, I'm no detective anymore, only a puppet stupidly dancing on its strings. That doesn't sound like me. I'm so stretched out, it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me. Each time I get close to the truth, something drags me away. Or maybe all those horrible things haven't happened yet, and I'm just riding the train home where Kazuki will be waiting for me.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
In another life, maybe there's a Naomi that's happy. Instead, I'm stuck in the life I've got, and I don't know how much more I can take. Did I really see all those things in the forest? Was that real? Has any of it been? I don't know anymore. Every time I get a handle on the rules, something comes along and breaks them. But there were things I saw. Things I couldn't have known about Takimasa's Kamenkai on my own. With me, there's a little wooden mask that so many died for, and now I'm planning to use it myself. It doesn't feel right. It was her pain that I felt again in the compound. Even now, the dark doesn't seem so familiar. I can feel it calling to me. That must have been the moment that changed everything, the focal point of all her misery. The dark is steeped in that same torment, the suffering of a scared little girl. I wonder if it's the real Reina I've seen, or is that girl long dead? Either way, whatever is left of her is in the dark with Kazuki. My only chance to see Kazuki again is to go into those filthy tunnels and find a door. Only then will I have any hope of using it to change his fate. I don't think so. I think the mask is just tricking you into being the next keeper.
Maybe, but for the sake of fun, we should probably just put on the mask to see like what happens.
What happens next? I'd be walking into a trade where the other side has their hand behind their back. I'd be forced to accept the cost without question. Kazuki Tanaka, the man I've suffered so much for, has been silent. To find him in the door, I'll have to use the mask. I've seen what Brain has become as a result of the mask. Would that happen to me? Now that I know the way, is that what I really want? That horrible object is made out of suffering. Two different groups fed it with the death of innocence. Why play its game? The entirety of the new Kamenkai died for it. It drove me and the man I loved to the darkest depths we've ever known. Why shouldn't I destroy it? I know why.
Because it's fun.
Right? Because I'd be destroying Kazuki and Reina along with it. I've done everything I can to prepare myself, but there's no more time to think. It's time to put an end to this, one way or another.
Alright.
Shinjuku and Kamakura, the two places where my path started, are also where it has to end. This is it. I need to choose. Will I follow the path further into the darkness or return to the light? Alright, this is our choice. We don't get to go back and do either one unless we play through the game again. So either we go to purify the mask or we go down to the sewers again.
Right. Okay. So I think it would be hyper lame to just go purify the mask.
Right.
That'd be super boring.
I know.
Can we just go to Shinjuku?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your choice, I believe, between the two major endings, if there aren't other endings.
Like, this is clearly, like...
This is your scary ending.
This is the bad ending, but I think
Quote.
we're going to have more fun over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other one's like, hey, you purified the mask and forgot everything. Yay!
That's the good ending, quote, which we would probably have to play through again.
We could be incredibly wrong, but you know what?
Let's go have some fun.
Famous last words.
Right.
We get there, put on the mask, and it's
And then
just
we
credits instantly.
Yeah,
Just
keel
immediately
over.
die.
Oh, look, it gives you the choice to leave, too.
Are you sure you didn't mess this up?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if all of our friends are still at their jobs. Well, let's go this way. Alright, we're back. Doesn't look very spruced up or anything.
No.
Ugh.
We don't need to look at all this again. Go down. It's fine.
The first time I came down here, I was so sure that I would save Kazuki alone that I didn't think about what I was doing. Am I doing the same thing now?
No, it's fine.
You're not alone. You have the mask.
Yeah, purifying it just sounds like such a whack ending. Like I just don't want to do that. Like as the player, I'm just like, no, I want to see what else you got.
I'm gonna laugh if like you chose to purify it and something really crazy actually happens, and then if we choose to do this and this is actually our salvation. You know what I'm saying? Like opposite.
Right, we'll see.
But it'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
When I found Kazuki's body, he was wearing the mask. She made him wear it as she'd been made to. Even after all the suffering she went through herself, she did it anyway. Can I really forgive her?
Maybe.
This time will be different. It's no longer leading to a shapeless tunnel. Reina is down there. I can feel myself being drawn to her. About to have a showdown.
Yeah, I mean, let's do everything in our power to not, like, shoot her.
True.
Like, that's the play. Like, just do the best
Still
we
the
can.
puzzle again?
Do we have to do the puzzle again? Or is it
I'm
just
not sure.
Good.
Let's just keep running and see what happens.
Yeah, we can just go.
Open. Ooh. New place.
Also, how do we know for sure
There's no cats.
that, just to play devil's advocate, that the grandmother hasn't been totally baiting us the whole time?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Right,
if
we
you
go there-
choose to simply purify the mask and go toward the light, what if the grandma actually wants to use you to become the next grandma?
Right. What if she's again? I don't trust her as far as I can
really
throw
trust
her.
her
And
either.
yeah, we've had to pull teeth to get anything from her
Yeah.
anyway.
Or what if she actually will sacrifice Mai, like, after all this time? Or if she's still under the mask's influence and she's like, well, all this stuff I read in the shrine, I'm like, all of a sudden you have all of this info? Like, what? None of that makes any sense. Go deeper. We gotta go deeper. Enhance. Okay.
I always feel good when I see a bunch of new art too, because that makes you think that it's like, oh, this is like clearly what the dev wanted you to do.
Yeah.
It's like, good, new stuff. You didn't just build this for a bad ending.
Okay, I got a vibration.
You got a vibration?
Yeah. I get vibrations sometimes.
please? Nice.
I saw the cat. I was explaining though, I get the vibrations on the controller sometimes, which is interesting. There's some weird stuff down there. Okay. Just gonna keep going. Nobody knows that we're down here.
We have gun though.
True, but I don't know how good gun is against spirit. Darkness.
Aberrations.
Aberrations. Alright, we're gonna be in
Oh,
Earth's
okay.
molten core pretty soon. Any kitties down here?
No, we already got the kitty. We have to go deeper. Deeper still.
As I trudged through that oppressive, lonely place, I slowly became aware of someone else. The dark woke up and began to shudder as if racked with quiet sobs, and I felt a numbing sadness spread through my body. The sensation I felt in that place was familiar, and I knew why right away. Reina. She sat there like a lost little girl, like she'd been there for a long time and didn't know where to go. There was no fight in her body and no way for her to lash out. In that place, we were equals.
See, this seems good. Like, this seems like a good thing.
Yeah, like you're gonna vindicate her. She rose to her feet when she saw me, her gaze looking confused and desperate. She was the start of it all, everything I'd gone through. I'd put an end to it, one way or another.
And also, it's important to note, Reina was not sacrificed. I mean, she did the mask for the
Her
ritual or
innocence
whatever.
was sacrificed.
Right.
But
Can you move here?
no.
No, okay.
So you went anyway, huh? Even though I told you to leave me alone. Why couldn't you just forget and leave me alone? So that's it. You want to keep hurting me, right? I hate to burst your bubble, but if it's revenge you're after, it won't work. Nope. Can't blow my brains out down here. The dark won't let you. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Did you bring your little gun all the way down here for nothing? Are you disappointed? I didn't bring it. There's no point. Where's the gun?
I'm pretty sure we did bring it, but okay, whatever.
Hey, you know, it's good to not expose that information.
Yeah.
Disclose that information. I didn't shoot you when you took Tanaka, and I won't now.
That's a true story.
Truth.
We didn't do that.
Another truth-ish. Ha! Don't try and trick me. That doesn't mean you don't want to. After everything I tried, to think that you would be the one to show up here in the end. Funny, isn't it? Isn't it? After all, you were only supposed to be a guest star on my little show, a temporary addition to liven things up a bit. Then you kept showing up uninvited, digging up every sharp thing you could find to poke me with. Now I can't get rid of you. See? It is funny, right? No matter what we do, we're forced together again. We want to make the best of it. You're right. We can't avoid each other forever. Fate's forced us together, so all we can do is see it through to the end. Even when I saw you in the forest, you were down here, weren't you? Where else? Welcome to the end of the line. I don't understand it. It's awful down here. Why didn't you try and get back to the surface? Why would I go back? What would be the point? When I do, I look around and don't even recognize it anymore. The streets are different, the sounds have changed. Everyone I knew and ever cared about is gone. You don't know what it's like. Every day the same and feeling all my old pain again and again and again. People don't change. No matter what, no matter how much time goes by, they all still look at me like I'm a flea-bitten dog to be kicked around and ignored. They hate me. In the end, I'll get back here anyway. I'll end up back here anyway, so why fight it? At least down here, nothing changes. When I was little, they said everything would be okay if I had the mask, but then Mommy died and the police took it away from me and nothing's gone right since. No one ever cared about me. Police? The foster homes? The other girls in the agency? They all hated me. They wanted me dead. You're just like the rest of them. Only someday you'll grow old and die, and I'll still be here. Unless you give me that mask. It isn't that simple. Having the mask isn't going to solve your problems. It is that simple. Everyone always tells me it can't be simple, but why not? None of this would have happened if it weren't for you.
All right, that's a stretch.
Right?
Let's all calm down.
Yeah. If you'd just given it to me in the first place, you could have lived your stupid little fantasy life. Instead, you had to be a hero and get involved in something that was none of your business. Why shouldn't I use it? Are my problems not as important as yours? That's it, isn't it? Everything is about you and making your life happy again. I won't let you be happy. I won't. If you won't help me, then fine. But I'll keep hurting you. And if you think it's bad now, you don't know the half of it. Or you could give it to me and go on pretending to be happy while I find the door again. Again? You've seen it before. I don't know exactly what you think is going to happen when you find it, but everything I've found tells me it's dangerous. No, you're wrong. The door isn't for you. The collector said so. He said if I had the mask, I could find it again. He said if I found a shrine belonging to Kawana, that I could find it.
Did we know before that? Yeah, okay. Wait, I was going to say, we didn't know that. That she's ever interacted with him ever.
Right. So you met him too. Reina, he wasn't trying to help us. He must have been toying with us. Shut up! You don't know anything! He told me the mask would let me see the door again, just like the day Mommy died. They put the mask on me and I kept my eyes closed like Mommy told me to, even when people started getting sick and crying. Then I saw it. The door, even with my eyes still closed. When I looked at it, I heard Mommy's voice and I knew if I found it, everything would be okay. I opened my eyes and it was gone. They took the mask and I saw Mommy on the ground. She wasn't moving anymore, like a doll. It was all my fault. It must have been. I did something wrong, but he told me if I found the mask, I could make it right again. Now I'm being punished for being a big screw-up, for not being pure like they told me to be. Except people like Higashi. They shouldn't have hurt me. They should have left me alone. I had to punish them.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not arguing about that guy.
Right.
That guy's fine. You guys.
That guy sucks, dude.
We're good.
I just wanted to stop them from hurting me. That doesn't make me bad, right? You understand, don't you? The funny thing is that if Tanaka was here, he'd understand. Even after everything you did to him. That's the kind of guy he is. Reina, it's not all your fault. This is beyond you. It always has been. That's why Tanaka was so intent on following you from the start. You weren't just some orphan girl. He somehow saw the darkness that was behind you. If only he had told me, I could have been there for him. Helped him. But no, You could have helped me, Ayami. He was helping me. He was gonna save me. Then why? If he was helping you, why hurt him? I didn't want to hurt Tanaka, but it was the only way to bring him here. The same way I was back here. I thought I'd figured it out. But my white knight abandoned me. Went somewhere else. It turns out it was just another stupid idea from a stupid girl.
He was probably pretty bummed you killed him.
I know, dude. What you did to Tanaka was wrong, but you can still make this right. You brought him down with you that night. Where is he? I don't know where he is.
I lost track of him.
Alright. Just tell me what happened from the beginning.
He's slippery.
It's hard to remember. Please try. Nothing's gone the way I thought it would. When I went back to Shinjuku, I remembered how I ended up in the dark. I knew what I had to do so Tanaka could be with me. Only the mask wasn't awake. It wasn't loud like in Kamakura. So I made you come into the tunnel with me in Tanaka so it would wake up. Then I slit his throat and went back to the dark and I waited. Tanaka woke up down there too. But the mask was gone. He was alive? He was like me. Or I thought he was. At first he seemed okay. Then he started wandering around, staring into space and talking to people who weren't there. Poor Tanaka. I think I broke him, Ayami-chan. So he was down here. Tell me where he is. You don't get it, do you? I don't know where he is, and I don't care.
Hey, come on.
Tanaka abandoned me. Even when he was here, he kept mumbling over and over about how he was going to help you. He gave you something, didn't he? That traitor. How else would you be able to keep finding me? He even said he saw the door, but he didn't take me there. I hate him! Why did he leave me? To think Tanaka would help a stupid little girl like me. It was dumb to try and bring him here. The collector said I'd find the door with the mask. I just didn't want to be alone, that's all. Now you're here, so I guess the mask is too. I didn't need him after all. He's gone. You're wrong. I can feel him here. He's waiting for me. You can? Maybe he's at the door. Please take me there. Don't leave me. The mask opened the dark and took me straight to Reina, and now that I'm here, I can feel it pulsing like a heartbeat. The door, the unknowable place where chance and fate have no importance. That's where Kazuki is. I know now what will happen if I lead her there. She'll get what she truly wants. She'll get to rest and finally be free. No more pain, no more suffering. Maybe that's what Kazuki would have wanted, but if I do that, the dark will change shape again, and any hope of finding him will be lost. He'd be trapped here waiting for me, and I'd never be able to tell him the truth behind everything he suffered for. That's if the Kazuki Tanaka I left here is the same man I love. Either way, I have to abandon someone, but it's my responsibility. I have to choose.
I mean, he would be super pissed. He would be super pissed if you abandoned her now.
I think so too. She literally just said that the type of person that he is like he would still forgive her even for what she did.
Right. I think
it's selfish to leave Reina and save him because again, what if it's not even
right? She's like a hell child and stuff. Like I
gotta,
think
like cleanse this shit.
I think true ending is you forgive her and we go to the door and he'll be like, "Nice, you did the thing. Good job.
Right
way to go."
Tenshi wings.
Yeah. Plus, I think abandoning her, she'll just screw you anyway. So.
Yeah. Please don't hurt me. What I did to Tanaka, it was the only way. You get it, right? Right?
I mean, no, yeah.
No, you're wrong. But then again, maybe there isn't a right way to begin with. In your own way, you're the same as me, grasping at whatever you could. He might still be down here, like you said. Would the Tanaka I find be the real him, though? If I used the mask, would I be the real me? I'm not so sure anymore. You're really not gonna go after him? No. I'd have to give up even more of myself, succumb even more to this darkness. You wouldn't have wanted that.
He super would not want that.
Right. And if you actually truly loved him and knew who he was, you know that that's what he would want.
Right.
You know, for a long time, your face was all I saw, ever since Kamakura. It motivated me to push through my sadness because I thought I was doing something good, putting my problems behind me by becoming the hero and slaying some ancient evil. You became a demon, a symbol of all my hatred of everything bad that happened to me that day. No! I'm not a demon.
We're getting there.
Right. No, you're not. You're just a girl. You always were. Besides, I'm no hero. I'm not sure if there is such a thing. I realize that now. Me, you, Tanaka. All three of us were just paper dolls caught in a storm being blown about by winds that were far out of our control. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of it to happen. I just wanted a way out. I wanted to be normal. Tanaka was one of the smartest detectives. No, one of the smartest people I knew. I think he knew what would happen to him. Maybe that's why he was so distant. I wish things had played out differently for us, and for you. Reina, I know what happened to you. All of it. I don't know how I saw all those things, but I can't just ignore them. No one deserves to experience what you did, Reina. Every day you lived in hell with no love or light. It was awful. We failed you, and I'm sorry. I forgive you, Reina. It hurts to say it. That's selfish, isn't it? I can't forget the pain you caused me no matter how hard I try, but I do forgive you because somewhere along the way this horrible cycle has to end.
True.
I don't want to hurt people anymore. Then come with me. Let me help you. Why? Where are we going? To the door. You said you heard your mom, right? Let's go see her. I'm scared. What if she isn't there? What if I was wrong? It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can rest like you always wanted. No more coming back. No more hurting people. Though I can't tell you what's waiting for you, I know it's better than this. I promise. Ayami, do you think it'll hurt? No. How do you know? I don't know how, but the dark responds to feelings of the people in it. Every time we butted heads, it pushed me out. It feels different now. It feels peaceful. What I'm trying to say is I don't want to hurt you, Reina. I only want to help, and I think the dark will too. Okay. I'm ready. Thank you, Ayami. I don't know why you helped me, but thank you.
All right. Well, that's
Okay.
that. Are we? Think it'll cut to credits?
Wait,
No.
wait.
Okay, not yet.
More monologue. For years, Reina searched for the door. The whole time it was nearby, hidden by a thick darkness that shifted in reaction to her own hatred and fear. The mask began to tug at me as if guiding us, and as we went together hand in hand, it appeared in front of us. I wasn't sure how I hadn't noticed it before. It was like it had always been there. Until that moment, I never realized how small and truly fragile she was. Standing in front of the door, she shook like a leaf. Squeezing her hand, I reassured her, told her that I forgave her, knowing that if she took a step forward, it would be all over and she'd find peace. I thought maybe I would too. For a long time, she stood saying nothing, and then eventually she let go of my hand and moved through the door. As soon as she did, her image began to fade. She was smiling. Not the unhinged smile from my past, but her true smile. The smile of a little girl. It's that smile, free of hate and malice, I remember now. The dark remained even after she left, though it began to change as I remained within it, suddenly agitated and expansive, like it was growing. Somehow I knew what little light I saw was because of Reina, her fear and hatred seeping out of the shadows. Thanks to that light, I was able to find the surface. The mask didn't quiet down after Reina's passing, and every day it became more restless. One day I cast it into the sea near Kamakura, and despite the Kawana woman's warning, it never returned to me, though occasionally I can still feel it, scratching like a pin needle at the back of my skull.
There had to be a better way than throwing it into the ocean.
Right. When the girl faded, other memories did too. Impressions of a man called Kazuki Tanaka and a love we once shared. I find pictures in my apartment that I know are him, yet all I see is the face of a stranger looking at me. Weird. Some nights I wake up with tears in my eyes, and images of that face crying out to me from some dark corner of my dreams, and I desperately try and remember why that memory remains. It's something about those pictures and staying in that apartment. Feels familiar, even if I can't make sense of it some days.
I hope the cat's just like, hey, where'd the dude go?
Where'd that go?
The cat's like, meow.
Yeah. All I remember for sure is Reina's smile, knowing that in those final moments she forgave me for what I did to her. Finally, I was able to feel peace. Okay.
Okay, I wonder where it's gonna dump us here.
Right.
I really do think I don't think it's Hunties. I think it's Undies.
No,
I
it's
really do think
Unties. Why would they spell it with a T?
Untie. Well, I mean, you still say it. Whatever. Either way,
Alright,
that's Tokyo Dark Remembrance. We'll see where it dumps us off. If it dumps us off right before that choice, maybe we can take a look at the other ones. But
yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion it's gonna be like new game, dude.
Yeah, new game. Figure everything out again. Wow, that's the cast.
Yeah, that's the cast. That's it. Don't other people have one offline? No, I guess
no,
not.
I think it's mostly Ayami.
It's pretty much just her.
Maybe Renyata did some background stuff too.
So I guess on one hand, I'm happy that there wasn't some convenient way to tie Ito into everything that happened. That's the classic horror movie trope of like, you're the daughter of the son of the.
Oh, right, yeah.
You are the whole cult. You're the kid.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was actually somebody else
right.
this time, which is, it's refreshing. You're kind of just the, what's the word for it?
You're like a supporting cast member on this whole
you're kind of
story.
the support that helps move it along.
Right. This was definitely fun to do. I think we got a real bug for doing the voices. It
was fun.
Hopefully they remained relatively consistent throughout. I was thanking my lucky stars that I didn't have to do the chief again, because I could not keep him consistent to save my life. I didn't know what I was going for there, so I'm glad he never came back. But
yeah, me too, because then our job.
Also, those were the shortest credits. I was like ready to talk for another minute, but
tiny team.
This was like, I told you, this was like a dude.
Yeah.
If you looked at the credits there, it was like, and then Sony gave us some music.
I think Cherry Mochi is like a tiny team of like 3 people, something like that. Oh, here we go.
I'm back in it.
Let's get some insight on the collector.
Interesting. Most interesting.
This could be tough. Going in between them. You're nothing but a crow, feeding on the Karen that time leaves in its wake.
Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of human suffering. The woman had her own desires. I only gave her a little push. I thought you'd be happy. Ito found forgiveness through the context of her suffering by drowning herself in the past. A historian's dream.
A gesture of extraordinary kindness, yes, but history does not smile at the happiness of one. It favors the welfare of all. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed and formed into a picture by the forces of fate and chance. The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all are an aspect of the same visage nonetheless.
A myriad. Interesting. I would have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth.
On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes.
Yes, all are truth. All grant insight into the same puzzle. You are right, my old friend. Time is a spiral. Observe it long enough and we may yet learn something.
No, she is not your plaything.
It is not your decision.
There is only one way that this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed.
Stubborn, so stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question.
I believe I know it already. You've asked it before.
Indulge me. I asked her the same thing. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it, in fact, remain a puppet? What a fate and chance, then.
I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and although you could take shelter or alter your course, Does the storm not come regardless?
No fun. You've never tolerated any of my philosophical side.
Nor you me when I tell you how things are.
I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of her?
All we can do is watch, but eventually she will end up here. There is only one path which will hold the world together.
Okay.
They try to say that was a bad ending.
No, I don't think so.
What does New Game Plus do?
Ooh.
Tell me what New Game Plus does.
Okay.
Let's
Consider
see
your
if
actions
let's see if it just dumps us
carefully.
onto the train. A New Game Plus makes me think that there is actually going to be an option where we do both, which would be kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where? How?
This is different.
I feel groggy, like I've woken up from a long sleep and forgot another life in the process.
This might be where Remembrance starts.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Important dreams always fade away too quickly to get a hold on why they moved you the way they did. What was it that was so important? What was I searching for? Kazuki, where are you? Okay.
Okay, so this is the opening cutscene again. Okay. Let's go a little further and see what's different, and then we'll decide how to proceed from there. Talk to us. Look at her.
When I close my eyes, she's always there. Smiling. Always smiling.
Check the stats.
They're all evened out again, besides the +1.
Okay.
I think it's pretty much the same game.
We'll have to see exactly how much we need to play, or if it's like literally like at the end there's a third choice or something. If that's the case, we'll have to figure out how we want to approach that. If we want to approach that, we'll see.
Are we gonna play through this again? To do
Oh
this?
God, what?
Okay, this is much different. Oh,
What?
so
We have save slots now?
yeah, now we have save slots.
What?
It's funny though because it said the autosave thing like meant that you can't go back.
Yeah. That's all this. I think those arrows mean that there's nothing different in this dialogue you
Yeah.
haven't already seen.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Huh.
That means we'd have to go through all of this again.
Okay, why don't we go into this bar and then we made a hard save the second we came here. So why don't we call it there and we'll see what all is required to see the remembrance stuff. Unless, again, I don't really actually know what's different. I have no idea.
I have no clue.
But it's interesting that we have save slots now. That's very peculiar.
Yeah, even though it said autosaving means...
Anyway, thank you all for joining us. If you've made it through our entire playthrough, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Leave us a comment, a
a
follow,
subscribe.
perhaps a
That'd be great.
subscription. There might be more parts to this, but we got to figure out
Yeah.
what this is.
Well-
If it's just like, do it again. I don't know about that.
Make a different decision this time.
Right,
See
or
if anything actually changes.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably like literally fly through most of this game off camera and then just get right to the make a decision.
Right.
But we'll see. Anyway,
Yeah, if we have anything to update with that, we'll definitely be back.
yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks.